Hello guys, OzMan here. I'm back in Invictus Prime, but I'm back 2 days too late. I was sitting in Golden Goblins. We've not spun a war, Invictus Prime spins and we get Onehive. Final score 116 to 112. 3-star count obviously is where it was won, 36 to 32. It was somewhat arranged. You could call it somewhat arranged. I think Invictus Prime, we knew when Onehive was spinning and we had a rough idea, I think, of what they were spinning. But I don't think this was a full-on hunt, though I'm not always privy to this sort of information. As you know, I stay clear of the drama. If it was a hunt, it would have been a silly one because Invictus Prime was at a disadvantage. They had one less Town Hall 11, and I think when the original spin happened, I think the 10, they might have had 2 extra 10s, so it was fairly even. I think at the off, Onehive had managed to get a couple of their 9.5s leveled up. Though I'm not sure, I wasn't here during the whole war, so yeah, someone will correct me, I'm sure. I'm going to run a bunch of attacks from this. I'll start at the bottom. I'll chat through some of this. I'll probably break this up into a few parts. It's not every day you get to war the great Onehive. So this is Sir Galavan with what looks to be a 3 golem Goho. 22 hogs. He's got 26 and 29 heroes, and the earthquake spell can open up pretty much the entire base. Double bomb spots here are going to be covered, I believe, by that earthquake spell, probably one between the expo and the air defense. The baby dragon CC being a bit of a pain in the ass on his golems, but his wizards will prevail. Hog's already coming in from the 3 o'clock section of the base. Couple on that cannon that he missed with his kill squad. And this base has troll Teslas happening. His golem is tanking quite well, but he's just about out of tanks at 50%, but that has kept his heroes at pretty much full health. Queen's backtracking a bit to get a storage. He's got skellies all over his hogs, but there's only about 5 defenses left, and the Queen's about to take 2 of those out. Springs on this base were fairly effective. There's out of his 22 hogs, I don't think that many have died, but he's definitely not got 22 left. And we're on cleanup. So yeah, I'll probably run quite a few different... I'll probably do 3 videos from this war. Get a good spread. I will pick them at random. I've not watched all 40 attacks. We'll work our way up the map until we get bored. So Jay here, this is Giants with healers. He's got a couple of baby dragons in to funnel. 12 hogs, I'm assuming bowlers in the CC. Sort of not full strength heroes again. 20 and 25. Couple heal spells, couple rage, double poison for the CC. The hit rate in this war by Town Hall 9s was pretty good on both sides. The clan was in sort of lockdown when the war was on, so I didn't get to visit until the end, and I was pretty busy yesterday. But I know we left quite a few 9s late, but that wasn't due to poor attacking so much as just people being a bit late. And I think Onehive had a bit of a slow start and then caught fire about 12 hours into the war. I think they had a run of 3 stars that Onehive is probably very famous for. So yeah, stayed fairly close through the whole war. We'll get to more detail, I suppose, when we hit the top of the map. This base is already wrecked. He's lost his healers, but there's just not enough defense left to do anything to this pack of hogs and giants. The baby dragon is possibly MVP of this attack. I didn't notice, but I think it's taken out about 15 structures on the north side of the base. Got a Wizzy down, a couple of Wizzies down for that one storage outstanding up top, and he's got some swag hogs and heal that he won't even drop. Save those for next raid, Jay. Let's see who's next. For Delhi, I'll try and not catch any dips. Hopefully I won't catch any dips. This is your standard Govaho by the looks of it. Queen walk in from 9 o'clock. She will take out the couple of defenses in that compartment. I've seen this base. I'm sure I've seen this base. Minoa. We'll see how it goes down. Few hogs in up top. The queen is going to work on those, but they do what they need to do in terms of pulling the CC. This is that horrible CC of Valkyries and Baby Dragon, which pretty much needs a double poison and usually needs the ability. I've seen a few people eke that out without using the ability or a rage, but it's just not worth losing your queen. So the kill squad's going to come in from 12 o'clock here. King is going to go directly into the enemy queen. Enemy king's already down. The wall breakers open that up for him. And the Valks are going to sort of trickle in here. He's only got about 4 Valkyries left. Double jump for 4 Valks is fairly optimistic, but the King's got loads of health left and there isn't really a whole bunch left in that core to take care of. So the Valks are going to just take care of the trash structures. King's ability, he's banging on a wall, which probably wasn't the intent. That second jump spell worked for 1 Barb and 1 Valk who didn't quite get where they needed to go. He's going to lose his healers here on the queen, maybe. Not quite. The hogs will stay up from that heal, and they've got to get across the whole base through another bomb to get to the final defensive structures. But we're at 95%. They're going to turn on those skellies. And there's nothing left of this. Fast forward the last bit. So yeah, sad I missed this war. I've been in wars with pretty much all of the Onehive related clans. Those are dips. So there were a few dips in this. Maybe our 9s weren't as good as I thought. I'll have to go back over the lineup breakdown. XY and Scribs had to drop pretty low to be hitting 26 and 27. Sorry, 36 and 37. It's another Govaho here. So yeah, anyway, I've been in wars with Invicta, Genesis, 2.0. I think I've warred Invicta like 3 times. Never matched the elusive Onehive, and it looks like I'm gonna have to wait even longer. Sauvignon Blanc today. Very tasty this time in the afternoon. 30-30 heroes on this one, and non-max defense Town Hall 9, so barring any massive drama on double bombs or this CC ruining his raid, it should be a walkover. Double poison down, rage spell shouldn't need the ability. Double poison and a good rage. It's going to take out the enemy king, walk on, get the wizard tower. Kill squad's started up top. Wizzy's down to make a big funnel. That golem's going to take the brunt of the damage. Once the wall breakers get in, he can drop his Valkyrie CC and his king. A few big wall breakers in his CC. Looks like his Valks are going to walk. A couple of his Valks walked. But the king's in. Enemy queen is wrecked. And these Wizzies are probably going to sort out that cannon. Which means, defense-wise, there is just the sort of 9 to 6 o'clock portion of the space left. And he's got 12 hogs to take out 8 defenses with 1 potential bomb spot. And he's still got a heal in the bag. Queen should deal with the mortar up top. Grounded Skellies, Valks and Skellies mix quite well. They have no issues. So heal was used on the Valks. He knew he wasn't going to need it on the hogs, though he did lose most of them to spring traps. And this is wrecked. So we had a guest. He might be a permanent guest. It's quite funny in this war. Not sure if you guys know, XY and myself and Ragnarok are all Crystal Warriors, ex-Crystal Warriors. We all left on good terms. It was just something, it was time to move on. I think for me, XY went to learn stuff and never came back. And I think that the same story with Rag. But we still get on with all the Crystal Warrior guys. And at some point, I think it would have been hours before we before this war got spun, Tiger, or Nightly Gaming as he is better known, requested to join the clan, or had caught up with someone in the Trifecta chat, which is the Goblins tournament that's running this weekend coming up. And yeah, there is a bit of banter around, what do we do, let him in. I haven't seen Tiger in probably a year. I think it's been since he was in Crystal Warrior, probably less, maybe 9 months. And I reckon he doesn't know who I am anyway. He was a fairly inactive leader back then, but since he has picked the game back up, he seems to be on it a lot more often. And I think he had a pretty good performance in the war. I think he had a 3 on a Town Hall 10 dip, but these are good bases, so dips are not that easy. And I believe he had one that was like a 91% or something like that. I'll link the video. I'm not sure it'll work because I think he's banned me from his YouTube channel. But yeah, hey ho, we'll be friends. So this attack, so far, I mean, he's got 42 seconds left, a third of the base. Hogs are going to catch some bombs and skellies, but there's bowlers still up and an absolute ton of giants left. Bowlers are going to be able to hit all these defenses. Onehive spring traps. Very well tested. I would assume Onehive friendly challenges all their bases before putting them in war. The number of hogs to springs in this war is pretty silly. This is over. So yeah, welcome T1 Gur, Tiger, Nightly Gaming. We are reunited. Let's see who else we got. Liberty. Heavy hog attack. Straight in with 3 golems. 10 Wizzies down for the funnel. He's looking to cut a hole right up the core of this base. I would assume his heroes are going to go in straight behind these wall breakers. And this base design is great. There are quite a few double bomb spots on the outside, but if you can cut through the core and sort out the CC and the enemy heroes with your kill squad, the external defenses, though they might be double bomb spots sort of around them, with that many hogs you can just surgical through most of them. he's got a golem stuck on a wall and one stuck on a defense that once it goes down, golem and golemite should take that jump spell. And now he can absolutely spam his hogs in from 3 o'clock. They've all bunched up and he's going to catch a single bomb. I would assume this is a cleanup with that hog drop. But to be fair, when they bunched up like that, defenses go down in like a millisecond. So unless he hits anything massive bomb-wise, which he's not going to now because there's nothing really left, this raid is over. That was quite quick. He's still got a swag heal spell in the bag. I'll probably run one more attack. I'll keep these ones short so that there's no sort of 30-minute videos and someone might actually watch the whole thing. Ooh, we're at 16 minutes already. One more. Placebo and Govaho, 7 healers. So I'm guessing some of those are going to be on the CC, which is probably bowlers. We'll find out in a second. Usually 4 healers on the queen. Any more isn't very good value unless you're planning on losing one, which is hard to plan. But if you kind of know your healers are going to get into fire, I suppose using 5 can be useful. Sometimes at Town Hall 11, 5 helps under the rage, just to keep her up a little bit better. So the other healers dropped on the bowlers. Those healers aren't going to get anywhere near air defense, so no threat to them. Single Hoggin trips the bomb and pulls a CC. There's a CC giant. It's interesting. Gianni Wick with the CC giant. So poison down for that. Valkyries go down. Giant's going to go down. The funnel was made from sort of 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, so his Valks and King and now Queen go straight into the base, and under rage they're going to rip through that first compartment. Jump spell down takes them into sort of the core, so there's nothing really in. Now his Valks are kind of going to get stuck on a wall, but they're also stuck in a heal spell, so that's fine. And the bowlers are finally taking some fire up top from the Tesla and the Expo, and they're sort of hung up on a wall. There is 1:14 left in this and not a whole lot of base, so I reckon he gets through the defense and then doesn't have a whole bunch left to clean up. But we'll watch these last few defenses go down. Fair bit of stuff tracked back towards that elixir store. He's got a cannon, a mortar and a archer tower left, and he's still got healers on bowlers, full health queen, and it is just clean up. I think it's just time. There's a Wizzy heading up to a builder's hut up north. Nothing's really going to stop this. So we'll wrap that up. That'll be part 1, guys. I'll upload this one first. I will run, what do we get to, base 32? This was a 40-40 war. I'll run quite a few more from this, but I'll split it up. And I will get to the top, which is the 10s. And I think there was 111 triple in this. And they're sexy. Anyway, guys, see you in the next one. Take care, bye.